Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Sea of Souls, a live stream Dungeons and Dragons campaign brought to you by the Elder Brain. That is us. We are the Elder Brain. We are down one for the start of the show, at least this morning. This morning, wow, I know
Is it
time.
morning already?
This evening, hopefully Jack will be joining us a little bit later. But nonetheless, we are jumping in. Our format's changing a little bit going forward. We're kind of pulling back a little bit, toning things down, just kind of simplifying things. So we're just going to be jumping in to a little short intro. We'll kind of do a little bit of a recap and getting right into the meat of what we do, which is the D&D, because that's what we're here for. Yeah, check out our link tree to find all of our socials. Everybody knows how to find socials and click the things, so we'll leave that to you to click the things. But thank you for joining us and hanging out with us as we play Dungeons and Dragons and be big, giant nerds. Because that's what we are.
Huge nerds.
Huge nerds. Yeah. Yes, for those of you familiar watching this, we've been releasing some clips lately, and that's going to be something we're going to be doing a lot of going forward as well. You'll see our nerdy knowledge of all kinds of pop culture and media and other things that we very frequently pepper into the game, especially Ian. Let's just throw that out there. But yeah, it's all good times. But without beating around the bush anymore or dilly-dallying or other similar phrases, let's jump in to this week's episode of the Sea of Souls. Picking up where we left off last time. As our four adventurers had an encounter with the false priestess Danica in the Tide Order Temple in Valtir, finding a pulsing dark dragon egg. Unsure what to do with it, you continued to search around the temple a little bit, finding a bit of a strange tapestry. And with the help of Donar's special sight granted to him by his chaos fracture, was able to see some etchings, some markings in the tapestry. After a little bit of damage done from touching the tapestry a little bit rashly, revealed a hidden doorway in behind, which opened up to a narrow chamber with a statue of Umbra. Umbra, the god of undeath, whose imagery seems to be peppered around Tyr and inside the temple, which was a little bit strange. Destroying the statue revealed a passageway beneath it, a trapdoor ladder leading down into what appeared to be some sort of crypts just below the temple. And after a fight with some rather strangely reanimated undead acolytes who couldn't decide whether they wanted to attack you or not, one of them seemingly recognizing, at least with Torque, that there was some element of Desfuna present. Bit of a strange kind of heart to heart, or I guess spark to undead heart. You ended up putting that one acolyte to rest after the rest of his brother and sister were slain. And we pick up as you're standing in this chamber, now quiet, the undead put to rest. Still a bit of an eerie situation, as you're not exactly sure what else lies beneath the temple. We will bring you back over to the depths below. So, as your newfound acolyte friend is summarily beheaded by Torque, I think he was beheaded.
Some sort of clean death, yeah.
Some sort of clean death along like that. I wrote it down, actually. No, I didn't. But with Cantic laid to rest again, we pick it up from there. So, gentlemen, I turn it over to you. William says, "I." So he was beheaded. Okay, I thought so. I thought he was.
Well, hey, little guy, how about you head back up and keep an eye on that friggin' egg, and the rest of us will poke around a little bit down here, and you can catch up with us in a minute. How's that sound?
Or kind of looks at you and I am curious about Tonshu's fate. I will see if Valencia has any more information about how she's doing. Don't have too much fun without me.
We all know you're the life of the party, buddy.
Can't have fun without you.
I will return once I know more.
Just follow this down to screaming and death.
I always do.
All right.
He stops off.
Did we
Here.
know which one of these sarcophagi our buddy came from?
This one.
Can we at least load him back up in his? If we haven't already?
I think that's kind of what you kind of like put him in. And yeah.
All right. So he was talking about great evil beneath the temple. That sounds like our
Yes.
man, right?
Well, one would assume. I mean, we are presumably going after great evil. So
We should at least scout ahead. We haven't seen the rest of this hallway yet.
It's true.
Right.
well, after you, Flick.
I mean, I will. Careful not to step or stand on these purple runes. So we've got open doors here and here, and is this rebel blocking this door?
So it looks like the door at the far end there was just completely destroyed. When you arrived here, you noticed that the doors to these different rooms had all of them had been opened, and that one looks like it's just been completely. Perhaps it was
Of the door. Got it.
decayed, or perhaps they bashed it open. But yeah, it's just kind of laying there, and there is light kind of coming from beyond that entrance there as well.
And then there's other doors back up there as well. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm gonna go onto page vision for a second here and just sort of flit about and just make sure there's nothing too exciting to find here. That sarcophagi in there.
Okay.
And,
While Paige is kind of fluttering around there, Talon,
Aye.
with your redonkulous, you watched not being alone, and obviously you weren't.
I mean, I just feel that way all the time.
But even now, with the acolytes having been put to rest, you distinctly get the feeling that you are not alone. You feel more than see, or kind of just sense like a brushing of air, a whisper of sound.
Show yourself then, eh?
Who is with us all?
No point hiding. We'll find you.
Let's say to Narn Flick, obviously you hear Talon talking to the walls.
That's not that abnormal.
yeah. Trying to concentrate here, buddy. Just keep it to a dull roar of the crazy, right?
There's someone else here.
Oh, joyous. All right,
Hey,
let me
Hey,
finish
Dinar,
scouting.
turn your eyes on.
Well, let's see if Dinar has another use of that today. I've got one more.
Or get out that spyglass that you found.
Yeah. So what were the
You know,
details
the one that
on
lets
that
you see
spyglass
into
again?
the spirit world.
Yeah. I think because Dinar only does have one use left of his chaos dice, and we're not sure when we're resting, Dinar will pull out the spyglass. For anybody wondering in chat, we went through our downtime for the last 2 weeks going over the items that we have on all of our persons that we'd forgotten about. A special spyglass was one of them. It's a spyglass. I'm just trying to find the details here on it. The spyglass of other sight.
Correct.
Did we identify that on camera, or is this the first time
We did
revealing what it
not.
does?
No,
Okay.
we kind of. So I mentioned that we kind of backtracked and said that the items that you picked up from the salvage would have been identified
Right.
when you're back on the ship. But during our summer hiatus, we skipped past some of those things. But because I am a merciful and gracious DM, I thought it would be beneficial to remind you of all the wonderful treasures that I've given you, that I've blessed you with.
So Dinar will pull out this spyglass, which is it's not in good shape. It's slightly bent in several places and has cracked lenses, so as a spyglass is quite useless. But it has 3 special abilities that can be used one at a time. Given that we've seen undead, I think Dinar is going to go for the ghost sight ability. So I will use 1 charge to do ghost sight, which will allow me to see the ethereal plane up to 120 feet away. Any ghosts, specters, invisible creatures, or effects which are incorporeal, ethereal, or otherwise linked to the ethereal become visible to me. So I will pop that out. I will, whatever I need to do to spend that charge, and I will look. I guess I'll take a look through all the rooms if I can in one go.
Okay.
Um,
So as you kind of pull it out and put it up to your eye, looking where Tayland is, you catch a glimpse of a ghostly figure just kind of standing in the room. And as soon as you kind of look at it, and there's kind of a flinch of body, or that reaction as you move, it kind of recognizes that she's been seen. Seems to be feminine and just kind of and just kind of floats backwards and goes through the back wall, turns and runs.
Well, did you get it? They're gone? Am I haunted?
There was some kind of ghost lady that was around.
What'd she look like?
Did she have any discernible features aside being feminine?
Not where you were able to glimpse. Skeletal, ghastly, long hair of some sort. Not really able to make out much. The dress, the garb looked pretty old, like not any recent style or fashion from what you gathered. So,
But not like temple robes or priest getup or anything. It was like
no, more like a lady's dress, kind of. Yeah, a really like a nice dress, but probably a more of something like a merchant or noble would wear, as opposed to commoner, but tattered and worn and decrepit, as ghosts tend to wear.
Oh, one thing I meant to do at the end of last session that I will do now is I'm going to spend my second winds just to top up on hit points. So 12 hit points back for me. And then I will continue my scouting.
Ghost lady was skeletal, long stringy hair. Definitely not from this crypt. Not dressed like a priest or any kind of servant of Desfuna. More like somebody we might expect to see downtown.
Talen's gonna walk up very close to Dinar. What did the dress look like?
Simple, like a
How simple?
well. How about rather than me trying to describe something that I saw in passing, you describe what you think it might be, and I'll tell you if that fits the description or not.
You said it looked like a civilian.
Certainly not a priest or priestess of Desfuna. No.
Woman.
Yes.
What age?
Skeletal, so undeterminate.
Dead.
Well, yeah, no discernible features. It was a skeleton, a ghost skeleton.
You didn't get a really good. It was like a quick look. It was like a and then like disappeared. So while this conversation is happening, looking through Page, you do see Valencia like in the process of coming down a ladder into what appears to be a storeroom. And she kind of drops. She's got a big sack over her arm, and she looks around. She goes, she sees the bird and goes, winks, and kind of drops it on the ground. More storage down here. Interesting.
Hey guys, Her Royal Highness has deigned to join us. She's just down the hallway there in a big old storage room.
Not royal.
I don't know how she got here. I thought she was supposed to be resting upstairs, but apparently she's all better now.
There's a ladder that goes up and down. That's how I got down here, from upstairs. Storage room. Lots of interesting things. Thought you might find some of them useful. Can I don't really like talking to a bird. No offense, Paige.
Paige will do a quick circuit of the room just to make sure that I understand what's here. I see a bunch of barrels, and she's coming down a ladder of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Got it.
And looking up the ladder, you can see that, there is, looks like probably one of the off rooms, the side of the temple that you guys haven't explored. You can't really see what's in there from this vantage point, but it looks about the same height as the ladder you guys came down, so kind of same level.
And then just
Captain.
flitters back off to me.
Sorry, so this ladder goes up or this ladder goes down?
Up. Captain, you wouldn't believe the amount of food and goods and items stashed away. It seems that our false priestess was keeping more than secrets from the people.
Dinar's scale still glowing?
Yeah.
We're in the process of inventorying what's up there right now so we can get the people fed back down to the city. There's a lot in here. Could have helped in many ways.
Well, not at all surprised by that.
Helen, Flick. Oh, Torque is talking to Millie upstairs. It hunts she was not doing so great from what Millie says, so.
Dinar, do you have any kind of small illusory stuff like what Flick can do?
Do I? Best I could do tomorrow is I could cast seeming and make somebody kind of look like what I saw.
How's your artistic skills?
You saw someone.
More like something.
Yeah, a ghost. I'm gonna guess that maybe it was talking to Tayland.
You all look
really? You scared her away before she could say anything, I guess.
You all look rough. If you don't mind me saying so.
It's my rugged good looks.
Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted by everything that's going on here. There's an infirmary up above. Well, I suppose it was an infirmary at one point. It doesn't look like it's been used in a while. I don't think Danica was actually caring for anyone. But she kind of pulls the sack over. I found all this, and there's lots more up there. We're getting supplies to people who need it. But I think you adventuring types could probably use what's in here. And I'm going to
Holy smokes.
Free
send
stuff.
you a list of temple infirmary supplies. There is a kit full, or like the sack is just full of stuff.
Oh, so awesome.
Is the steel mirror a hand mirror?
Yeah, it looks like it's part of like a mirror and scalpel kit.
Giant
Like some-
full-length
No,
three-way
it's like-
mirror.
I
it's
don't
like-
know.
it's like surgery supplies. So it's like a mirror, scalpel, there's stuff that would like be used, tourniquet, bandages, all
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Um,
So there's kind of like more of the mundane, infirmary supplies, as well as healing potions, antitoxins, holy symbols, herbalism kits. Couple of interesting items. She pulls out the one. She says, "This vial is labeled truth serum."
Oh, I'll take that.
Now, being somewhat an expert in certain poisons myself, given my nature and who I work for, this is a poison. It has very
So-
interesting effect, though. It makes
think
people quite
yeah, I think-
vulnerable
I
to
think-
speaking
I think I can figure out what it does.
loosely. Yes,
I imagine it does what it says in the tin.
it is a poison, though. Again, so
Yeah,
be
yeah.
cautious. If you
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
use it,
I'll-
but it could come in handy.
I'll be incredibly careful with it.
Dinar's going to grab
Right.
the steel hand mirror. I've
I
been
guess
working
I'll
on
take
something. This will be very
Ooh.
useful.
Ooh, interesting. I guess I'll take the scrolls because I think I'm the only one who can use them.
Lesser
I
restoration.
actually don't know. I don't remember if lesser
don't know.
restoration is
Can-
on wizard spell lists.
Let me take a look. I don't
I
think
don't-
it is.
You can but any caster can attempt to use a scroll. It just may or may not go the way that you necessarily plan. If it's not a scroll of your particular magical skills, but doesn't
Oh,
mean you can't try.
fantastic. I'm going to grab one of those sticks of chalk and just snacks.
Valencia's like, good for settling the stomach, I hear, but I imagine they use it more for marking things.
Yeah,
Anyway.
marking the outline of all the dead bodies.
Mm. Could use a bit of flavor, but it was all right.
Ooh, don't you know prestidigitation?
No, I don't.
Oh, does Dinar have prestidigitation?
I do.
He could have flavored it for me. Oh, that's too bad.
Flavor the chalk for him.
Is there any left?
I
No,
have
actually,
one.
I don't have prestidigitation prepared right now.
Flavor it like garbage juice, and then he'll have a good time.
Unfortunately, I don't have that one prepped. That
Yum,
one's-
yum, yum.
that one's in my
It's
book
the
right now.
most useful cantrip.
No, it's not. I have other ones.
So just so we're clear here, so we're like totally looting this place then, right?
Well, in the name of Desfuna,
Mm.
put it this way, I think it's less looting and more
reclaiming.
this is stuff that can be used.
Yeah, in the name
Like
of
I,
Desfuna.
like I said, there's a lot upstairs that we're in the process of inventorying and seeing that gets distributed to the people, those who need it. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done.
Here, Dinar, take this chalk and draw me a picture of the dress you saw.
All right.
It wouldn't take you as one so interested in dresses, but
Just call this
Curious.
personal interest.
Dinar will take the chalk and pick a relatively blank spot on the wall and try as best he can to draw the dress from memory.
And I'm guessing it
brief
matches
glimpse
the
that he saw.
description that Craig gave earlier.
go ahead and give me a performance check.
Yep.
Mm.
That makes sense.
As an artistry check. Not as Mike as Dinar.
I was gonna say this is where Dinar and Mike deviate probably pretty heavily. Let's see.
Dinar's got, like-
Performance.
Dinar is like talons. He's like,
Imagine there's a lot of broken chalk by the end of this. Yeah, that tracks. That's a 2 plus my performance of 1.
Nice.
so it's like a
Or a
stick
3.
lady. With, it
Yeah.
looks like a flick drawing. It's like a stick lady with like a tattered dress.
Sorry, Tailend, I'm not exactly an artist.
No, that's perfect. And I minor illusion it into my hand, exact replica of it. I was like, yeah, that's great. Can't you tell from this?
High fashion, apparently.
What can we ascertain? What can I ascertain from it?
From his drawing,
Yeah.
nothing. I'm not. Yeah, like it's a
literally
stick.
like it's like the bathroom symbol. Like it's
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
just
yeah.
a triangle. Yeah.
I mean, other than the fact that it's a woman's dress, tattered, you have no idea. None.
Anything else? Hair color, facial features, anything.
You are asking a lot of questions.
I want to know what's
I
haunting me.
agree.
I get the
Haunting
feeling that
you.
maybe you
Interesting.
might know this thing, or you might suspect that you know this creature.
Listen, you
This
grow up in the
person.
streets, you see a lot of people die. I was trying to determine if this might be somebody I know.
Have you seen a lot of people die here in Tyr?
I think this is the first time I've ever been here, so no, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Well, if this is
For lack of trying, right?
yeah, why would a corpse or ghost follow you all the way here?
Hmm.
I'm
Listen,
not saying it
gents,
wouldn't. I'm just saying why. Who?
I'm gonna head back upstairs and see how everything's going. If you need me, scream. I suppose.
Deal.
You want like a high pitch, like little girl scream, or do you want like an abject terror? Or do you want like a hellish suffering
Well, I'll
type?
be
You
able
want
to
you looking for like a Wilhelm?
Tell you what. Well, I did know a Wilhelm once. He did have a very interesting scream.
Yeah, it's infamous.
Apparently, and I've known a couple of them actually, and they scream the same way. It's strange. Anyway, I'm sure I can deduce what sort of scream it is. Joy, terror. So I'll keep my ears open. How does that sound?
Sounds
Without
good.
another word, she just turns and like heads up.
So
Okay,
yes,
so-
we're totally looting the place.
Listen,
Got
you
it.
just go off the assumption I'm a very interesting guy. A lot of people probably want to watch my life. Okay.
Sure.
Taylor will reach into his vest pocket and pull out the 50 proof moonshine. You just start going on that.
So let's see. Is there anything else that's? Well, I guess each of us can grab a greater healing, and I assume we'll sit on the two superior for Torque.
He's got the highest health pool.
Hey, did you ever think about mixing a healing potion with whiskey?
I mean, not personally, but I'm
No.
sure it has crossed your mind because you think about mixing everything with booze. So
I mean, do you think it would make it better or worse? You're the magic people. Does it lessen the effect, or does it, because it heals, does it override the effects of the whiskey? But then does like the whiskey effects like empower the healing because it dulls your nerves?
There's whiskey in the jar.
All I'm saying is there's an untapped market here that we could do.
could very well just cancel it out for all we know.
How
Have to do
about
some. I think we've got a volunteer test subject later.
I was gonna say, how about the next time we go into a town, you can spend 50 gold buying a health potion, you can mix it with your whiskey, and you let us know what it does.
Sounds like an idea. I'm not paying 50 gold on that, though. I'll just find some coins lying around for experimentational purposes.
Yeah, because you guys have no money.
I was gonna say, have you forgotten about the wealth that's back on our ship?
That's my wealth. It's mine.
It is not
Righto.
precious.
Looting.
Looting and finding greater evil.
This stuff's already all in a big bag. Why don't we just keep carrying the big bag? It's probably fine, right? Clinking, clink, 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 clink.
I mean, most of it. I'm gonna grab the healing
We
potion.
can divvy up in backpacks and the like, and
Yeah,
I got a
well,
pound of
whatnot,
soap.
but
I'm gonna grab
Yeah,
one.
like some of this stuff we can probably leave. Like,
A pound.
yeah, that's not really trail snacks. That's
it's like caked. It's like caked soap, so it's a pound total, but it's like
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, it's like not like a big pound bar.
What does
It's
this smell like?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Well, he's rolling a greater health
this is
potion.
a nose
Is
perception.
4d4.
This is a
plus
nose perception.
yes.
Oof. I can't smell anything over the smell of moonshine.
A little bit of hint of lavender, calla leaves actually in there as well. Very
Ooh.
floral, and just the faintest hint of like sea salt.
Hey, there we go.
It is a
Oh.
temple of Desfuna after all, so
I wanna buy that soap you can get now that makes you smell like the sea, and then I'll smell like Tayland. See, I think there's literally a soap you can get that's like sea salt and whiskey, and I'm like, that's it, that's the one.
That's what Talon smells like.
oh, pirate
Yes,
drunk.
a drunk pirate.
Fleck, go ahead and give
No.
me a perception check, please.
Sure. Is this a perception using my hearing, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's kind of all your senses, so
Yeah. Well, my ears perk up and I roll a 12.
you swear you don't know what you heard, but there's like you kind of do one of those like what?
Ahead or behind?
Indeterminate.
Don't even know.
Kind of somewhere around you, yeah. Close by.
And we came down through the ceiling of this room, or was it one of these doors? I don't remember.
You came down where I have Torque right now. Torque is like
Oh, he's on the ladder.
up there, yeah. Sorry. Tayland,
Yeah, aye, sir. Yes.
being who you are, and also with your incredible perception, you
Always
do notice
watching.
that 7 of the barrels in there are marked as medicinal whiskey.
Oh, yep. All right.
And 4 of the barrels
This
catch
is
your
the good
attention
stuff.
actually as well. That they are labeled as ale, Sharon, red wine.
So okay, so wine. Is this good
Yeah.
wine?
Give me a history check.
Do I have advantage because it's a particular area of
Because
expertise?
it's booze related.
Sure, actually, yeah. Because you know you're.
I don't know much about history, but I do know my booze. That's a 20.
Of course it is.
So, Ale Shar is the Isle of the Sea Elves. So this is sea elven wine. And on further inspection, as you read the labels on it, you can see that it's actually marked as a tribute from the Sea Elves to the Temple of Desfuna.
So is it
a
sacrilegious
recognition
for me
of-
to imbibe this?
It's a recognition of the sea goddess, and they've contributed, or they've given the temple 4 casks of rather fine wine.
What's more observant of the sea goddess than getting sloshed, though? Come on.
Right?
Medicinal whiskey you understand as to not really have much in the way of flavor, and more just potent. It's basically a painkiller. It's like old school painkiller, so it's not you're not gonna ruminate on it and like it's got a nice smoky flavor to it. It's more just like
I mean, you're
knockout
giving
whiskey.
way more credit to Talon than he deserves.
Sure, but I feel like he would understand the difference.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
This is yeah. This is not the I want to enjoy my night. This is I don't want to have a night.
It is. It's basically
This is my
without, like,
night juice.
It's basically like without like acetaminophen or like narcotics. This is what they use for surgery
Yeah.
to knock people out.
I
Yeah.
I will grab the whatever I've got on me that's closest to water, down it completely, and then begin to fill her up.
Which, the whiskey or the wine?
Yes.
Dinar is
Okay.
Dinar is torn right now. Flick is not, or Flick is working ahead, and Talen's not joining us. So I think Dinar will go back down towards Talon.
I'll be right with you. I this is very important. Looting.
I am going to need you to make a Constitution save
I was
at
waiting
this
for
point,
that.
Talon. Yeah.
I was waiting for that. Constitution save. 4.
Out loud.
Difficult.
You are poisoned.
Poisoned.
You're basically so drunk. Yeah, it's alcohol poisoning.
I got
You-
things inside me I gotta kill with poison.
So you now have the poison condition from just drinking yourself stupid.
Awesome.
I would say this, you probably would also daze you a little bit as well. Probably somewhat dazed.
It depends how high functioning I am, I suppose.
So
Seeing Talon kind of stupor around, Dinar will put a hand up down the hallway towards Flick. Flick, hang on a second. I think we've got a problem back here. Dinar will walk into the room.
What? There's no problem. I drink, I get drunk, I fall down, no problem.
Looking around, can I also see that the kegs are full of booze?
you can see some of them are. Yeah, you can go ahead and give me.
Well,
perception checks.
they're labeled, right?
Yes, everything in here has labels on it. So this is more. Talon was already starting to down. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
is-
I
this
was-
is what he
yeah.
noticed specifically. The rest he didn't care about.
I was already gone.
It's a
Well before we got to this.
perception.
Yeah.
It's only a total of 6.
You can see the one right beside you. Like, you look down, and you're like, oh, purified water.
Purified water?
There seem to be a number of barrels, casks of purified water.
I have perception that is beyond demigod-like, and it is selective perception. It's so
When you are already when you're already going.
No, I agree with this.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that I didn't notice it, it's
Yeah.
that my brain just ignored it.
Exactly. You're like, water. What? Oh, what?
Just
Wine.
passed over it completely.
Sorry, so he was drinking from the one labeled purified water?
No. He's
No.
drinking from. He tapped whiskey, one of the whiskey and one of the
Oh,
wine.
okay.
Apparently,
Yeah. I gotta
this is
try
the
it.
water. We're in the. This is the W room. This is where the W casks are.
Hayland, we've only been gone a few seconds. How much have you had?
Ow, it was just nippy, sweetie.
When you become more incoherent, I know that means a lot. Okay.
Just
Um,
feed him one of the antitoxins and let's get moving.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a rough day, okay?
It has, but it's only going to get
Is-
worse if this continues.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Dinar will grab
This
one of the
this
vials of
stuff's
antitoxin.
this stuff's great. You can't even taste it. It just hits.
You know what, Talon? I actually have something better. Flick has it with him. He found
Oh,
something
he's
real,
got
real
that
good.
he's got that goblin the goblin stuff he keeps
I
talking
don't-
about.
No, he found it down here. It's like some of the real good stuff.
I mean, this is like straight alcohol. I mean,
Yes, no, I know, but Flick found something here. Come with me. Let's go and talk to Flick for a second.
I like talking to Flick. He's a good guy. He's a right stand-up chap.
Flick, can you get one of those?
Hey, buddy!
Oh, wow. I can smell you from 60 feet away.
That's my manly musk.
That is some liquor. Woo, Nelly.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm surprised you could smell anything because I thought you like
it now smells like he belongs down here.
No, it kind of burned out the hairs on my nose, but I'm sure they'll grow back.
I hear they grow back thicker. You'll have a full mustache.
I'm more of a nose stash, but yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, glad we got that covered.
Hey.
Dinar will pull out one of the vials of antitoxin and give it
It's
to
a weird-
give it to
It's a
Talon.
weird looking bottle.
Yeah, but this is like this is the primo stuff. Give it a try.
Okay.
Just the whole thing like a shot.
Oh, it's a flute.
Yes.
Margarita
Oh,
shooters.
I got you.
Bottoms up.
Very good. Everyone drink. This has been a great adventure so far. I can't wait to keep being haunted. I'll shoot things. This stuff tastes awful,
So, two things happen.
but it works.
Two things happen. Talon, you immediately vomit profusely.
Okay,
And you
that
stand
happens.
up and your head is clear. You're like, you're still a little bit tipsy, but
Okay, good.
the
I was gonna
alcohol
say,
poisoning is gone, as is the drunken stupor.
Well, I'm glad that was taken care of all over my boots. Shall we continue?
The hell
Dinar,
just
give me a
happened?
perception check, please.
Who?
Dinar.
Oh, yep. Already proven tonight I'm fantastic at those. Let's see, which dice is not going to screw me this time? This one. I chose the right one, guys. I got a natural 20.
For a total of
21.
Hey.
Yeah, total of 1. 21.
out of the corner of your eye, you kind of see a figure move through the wall and just kind of stand in the hallway for a moment. And as you turn, you just catch sight of that same ghost. Who then just like moves away through the wall again.
It's visible this time?
You saw it this time.
And
The-
which, sorry, down the hallway?
Right about here, just kind of peered up through the wall and then just kind of disappeared like back through the wall. The glimpse you got this time, this is you can't really tell, like, you know, it's like a new ghost, old ghost, but the clothing is like way out of fashion. Like this is something probably hundreds of years old. There was something familiar about what you caught of the face, but you can't quite put two and two together. You need a better look, but the visage, the facial structure, something, it reminded you of somebody. You can't. The moment you didn't catch enough of a glimpse, you just managed to see it, and then you're like, what is this?
Sorry, I didn't catch your ping, so it's down the hallway?
Right? Yeah.
Why is that not showing up on my screen?
I can see it.
I'm not seeing yours. I see mine. I don't see your
Pingy
ping.
pingy. Pingy pingy. You're not seeing pingy pingy?
I'm not
What
seeing
layer
your
are you on?
pingy.
Pingy pingy?
Oh, there we
there,
go.
there, okay, now I see it. All right. Okay.
Super close.
What are you looking at now? That
Like, was like here and then like went like through the wall.
Man, I gotta start all over again.
No, you don't.
Why?
The thing that you heard before and I saw,
Yes.
I just saw it again.
Where?
6 feet that way, back down the hall,
Where'd it go?
into the wall.
Oh man, Trillium, you cracked it.
You sure it was the same? It was the same ghost person?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the same one.
there is something familiar about their face.
What?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. But I
Well,
feel like I recognize that face from somewhere.
let's go do some ghost hunting.
Is that the great evil, or is that just
I don't know. Every time we get a glimpse of it, it goes away.
that doesn't sound so great.
No. Maybe we can figure out where it's coming from. We've still got a few doors up in this room to check.
Yeah, like all of them.
Yeah. Shall we go
Are
clockwise?
the purple runes? Did they glow? Are these glowing? I don't remember how they worked.
It's when
They
we
have a faint glow to them.
All right, so they look active. Similar to
There are ones that I believe. Yeah, so I think Torque triggered this
at least
one.
of them in the hall as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the one that's on the two doors, the north door and the two east doors in the fountain room, those runes are still active. The one on this side is no longer active. It had been set off.
Okay. Well, I mean, hate to put that work to waste. Why don't we start with that one?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Is the door locked?
I would say you know enough. You've seen enough doors to know that yes.
Well then,
A quick cursory glance at, you're like, yeah, that's a lock on it. That's a pretty good looking lock.
Flick, I would recommend using the B76 for a lock of that caliber.
I mean, yeah. I'm just hoping that this one doesn't get stuck.
Well,
Sometimes the 76 sometimes gets jammed. That's all. It's,
yeah. But
finicky one.
have you been oiling them?
Yes, Mom. All right, I will attempt with help, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Geez, getting picky, aren't you?
All right, Thieves' Tools with advantage. How's a 27 work?
That ought to do it.
A 27 works wonderfully. It is a good lock, but it is an old lock. And the magic protection seems to have faded. There was a bit of arcane essence to it that you imagine would have made it much more difficult to pick, but with the lessening of some of the runes, some of the power down here with the death of Desfuna, that seems to have made this a little bit easier for you. So you successfully pick the lock.
Clickety click. Door opens in or out?
It pushes inwards.
Perfect. I will push the door in. Hello,
Okay.
room. All right, kid, you know what to do. And the sound of rustling paper off page flies. I will look through page's eyes. I see statues.
Just out of curiosity, Paige being a paper bird, have you drawn eyes? Because where exactly are the eyes on a paper folded bird?
I haven't
Important
drawn
lore question.
because that goes against the spirit of the origami. I think that's so she's got 360 vision. It's great. It works very well.
So that's
There are-
Spelljammer vision.
There are 3 rather large statues in this room. A glowing trident of sorts, very crude, but on the floor, kind of in these rune lines. The one statue directly in front of Paige looks distinctly more on the divine side of things, celestial good, as it were, whereas the 2 flanking are definitely fiendish evil. There seems to be a balance of sorts, and there is a definite light war, if you will, going on, whereas there's a purple energy coming off of the 2 fiendish statues and a bluish light coming off of the central one. And again, it seems to match with the 2 different magics that you're seeing in this place. It seems that there's a lot of like Desfuna symbolism and imagery and magic, all in sort of bluish greens, and then there's this darker umbral connection with the purples and the dark reds and deeper colors. It's a very curious room. Not much else that Paige is able to make out.
So Flick,
Yeah.
what do your paper eyes see?
Yeah. Not a way down. Just some dumb statues. I don't know.
Statues. Statues of what?
I don't know. There's one with blue stuff and 2 with purple stuff.
Well, I'm just saying, we had to destroy a statue to get in here.
That's true. Before we start smashing more stuff, let's see what else we got. Because they at least, they ain't getting up and starting hitting us. So that's progress as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's okay. If they did, just remember, paper covers rock.
Yeah.
You got
Oh, yeah,
paper.
Paige has a hand.
We got this in the bag.
Even if we unfold Paige, I don't think she's big enough to cover one of those statues.
Get out of here with your brain, Dinar.
Yeah, you're overthinking it, man.
Yeah.
Apparently.
All right, next door to the north here. So, off to the side, gingerly avoiding stepping on the active room. Is it also locked?
It is indeed. Similar. Almost identical lock, I'd say, actually.
Hmm.
Well, there you go. We already know how to do this. So get your nice, well-oiled tools.
You almost making me be spiteful here, but they're too important to me. So, all right, bang. Ooh, only a 21 this time.
Blackjack.
Anyone's enough.
Hooray!
Let's say with your knowledge of how the previous one worked, lowers the DC enough that, yeah, it's straightforward enough. This one pulls outwards towards you.
There is no lock that we cannot pick.
All right, I will gingerly reach across and open the door.
Okay.
Hey, it's the bathroom.
Within this room, there is a massive font of fresh water that glows. A luminescent aquamarine blue just kind of gingerly emanating off of it, surrounding the room. And the water
Awesome.
seems to be fresh and clean.
That's some pretty water.
Anyone? No, wait. Trying to think now. When we were in the other place, did anyone go swimming in the magic pools last time? I don't think we did.
magic pool's
Generally
the-
speaking, we don't want to probably do that immediately.
You talking about the well that
Yeah.
we found underground?
Yeah. Oh, but the well, yeah, that 8 page. That was bad.
Yeah. Where did we
I
find
mean,
other magic waters? I'm trying to remember.
When
well,
we went through the cold arches
the
and,
entirety of the Sea of Souls.
This isn't like goopy and black yet. That's so.
I got some magic water in this flask.
Different kind of magic, my friend.
It's the only magic you need.
Only magic you need. But
They say
I
that-
digress.
There's also this magic potion that makes you forget about all the horrible things that have to do with life. Label used to say bleach, but I took it off.
Yeah, table that one too. All right. Statues, magic swimming pool. Still no stairs down. All right, moving
Yeah.
on.
If
door.
if I shape water on this pool, can I get the color to change?
What color would you like it to change to?
It's like an aquamarine right now, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the light coming off of it. The
Water
that's
is the
actually the
water
color
is
of the
clear,
water.
right? Yeah.
You're not
we're
clo-
just
well, I mean, do you want to get close enough to figure this out? Like from where you're okay.
I can do this from like 30 feet away. Well, not exactly that far away, but from a distance. I would like to attempt to change the water to a nice burnt umber.
Interesting. The color of the water changes. The color of the luminescent glow does not.
And does it create like some kind of weird, like, color effect where like the light glowing from out of the burnt umber water is like a weird different color, or is it kind of like just a more muted aquamarine?
Doesn't seem to affect the light at all.
Okay.
So the light doesn't seem to be actually coming from the water.
It's the
Maybe
basin.
maybe the surface of the water, but
Can I get the can I flow some of the water out to reveal the bottom of the basin?
how much water can you move?
A 5-foot cube.
You cannot move enough water to see
Okay.
the bottom. It is
It's a deep.
deeper than you expected.
Interesting. So the only way I can do that with magic is to straight up destroy the water, which I'm not sure I want to do.
Don't do that. Let me, at the very least, despite your snickers, detect magic on it before you try to destroy it.
That sounds useful.
For once in my life, yes.
Okay.
Let's try the next door before I spend 10 minutes ritual casting.
Okay. So you're not doing that. Okay.
Not yet, no.
All right.
All right, same drill here. Is it locked?
It is, and with your previous 2 successes, I would say it's easy enough to
Well, this is
get through
you,
these.
you say that,
I
but
don't
this is the
care.
time he rolls a 1.
This is me saying that. Do we really need to roll
Yeah.
twice more for 2 more doors? No. There's more exciting things to do than open doors. So
It builds the tension.
Hey Taylor, watch this. Gonna do it left-handed this time. Ticka 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 ticka. And
Just show
his
off.
hand is suddenly gone. Ah! Yeah, it's unlocked. Ta-da. It pushes open.
That scene
All
from
right.
The Mummy.
push it in. Hey, look at that. This is a twofer.
Oh, look, statues.
A room similar to the one on the other side, yet opposite. 2 angelic statues and 1 fiendish.
I'm also noticing the runes on the floor follow the same pattern and yet don't go through the doorway. They instead are just kind of going through the wall.
They don't go
That's
through the
interesting.
doorway on this side. They do on the other side.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, well, so in the north and the north door and the west door, like are perpendicular to the runes on the floor, but this side of the room has the doors on either side instead of perpendicular to the rune. I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah.
What can Paige see?
More statues.
That's incredibly reductive.
I mean, that's what this place is. It's statues and bathtubs.
All
I
right.
guess we gotta start breaking
That's
stuff.
a temple to the sea goddess for you.
Before we start breaking stuff, let me just detect magic and make sure we're not walking in any kind
Well,
of
that
traps here.
That would still be active, right? That's like a 10-minute.
He hasn't done it
I
yet.
haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe you should do that.
Let me do that. Yeah, it lasts up to 10 minutes. So Dinar will sit down in the middle of the room. Ritual cast his detect magic.
What do the
Okay.
rest? What should me and Flick do? Just hang out?
I'm gonna get you both to give me perception checks.
Oh, okay, that works.
Right.
I wonder what the acoustics are like in this temple. I imagine they're pretty good, right?
Here's a solid 12.
Perception. Is this just all senses or eyes?
All.
Okay.
I guess technically I'd have advantage, but
21.
Yeah, use your advantage. Flick.
sure. I'll roll again. I could get potentially a 25 or a 9. Stick with a 12.
Talon, what's your passive again?
Passive is 22.
22. Okay.
Unless it's eyes, in which case it's 27.
Your eyes would work for this one. Yeah. It's kind of generally everything.
I got that eye patch.
So, Talon, you're kind of more on edge, curious about this ghostly figure, and so you are the one who notices that the fountain in the middle of the room. You kind of glance over it a couple times, and you kind of do like a double take because there's a bit of a weird shimmer kind of above it, and you look a little bit closer, and you can make out the outline of a feminine spirit kind of standing in it, above it, just watching all of you.
Flick, are you seeing this?
Oh. Is that the spooky lady?
One would imagine. Should we try and talk to her?
Get her, Ray.
It's literally that same situation. We're just kind of like,
I mean, sure. So now that we are both, having a chance to look, what was the familiar thing that looks kind of familiar?
Is it familiar to us? I guess is what we should first say.
I'd say Talon, with your higher perception, your ability to look, as you kind of study it for a
I
moment.
know faces.
It bears not a exact resemblance, but there are similarities in facial structure, eye shape, to both Tonshu and Valencia. This is a veil.
I know. All you tall folk look the same to me, so.
I think Devin sees the ghost in his room.
Sorry, some weird.
Is the ghost there, Devin? I think he's muted.
Sorry, there was a weird sound, and I was trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she's actually appeared in your
Yes.
room. She's right there.
My window's open.
This does appear to be a veil.
Okay. Well, I can always turn on the charm.
I mean, it's bound to work eventually, right?
Ha 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 ha.
I think even
I mean,
Dinar, while he's ritual casting his spell, is like, burn.
Yeah, I mean, I will. So presumably during this ritual, I would have been making sure that my squeeze box is still working and functional and not waterlogged too much. Just testing some of the keys and sounds, and maybe doing a little bit of a ditty. And upon seeing this figure, I'm going to automatically assume that she's intrigued with my music and my very, very nice form. And I'm going to turn the song into unearthly chorus.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So, music of the style I choose, sea shanties, fills the
Shocking.
air
Whoa,
around me in a
what?
30-foot radius. The music
What?
spreads around corners. It can be heard from up to 100 feet away, so have fun with that one. The music moves with me centered. Until the spell ends, I make performance checks with advantage. In addition, I use a bonus action on my turn to beguile one creature I choose within 30 feet that I can see and can hear the music. It must make a charisma saving throw. On a failure, the creature becomes friendly to you as long as it can hear the music and for 1 hour thereafter. And we make deception and persuasion checks against creatures that are made friendly by the spell with advantage.
Charisma saving throw, you say?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Did it do an advantage?
Yeah, looks like
It
it.
did roll with advantage.
It did do with advantage. Why did it do with advantage? That's weird. I don't know why it has advantage on. So ignore the 19.
Yes.
It's 13 because it just shouldn't be advantage. So that's a 13.
A 13 will not be enough.
See, even flick spells are better than that.
Get round the fire with a glass of strong ale, and tell us a story from beyond the pale. Bury some seeds and expect some strong branches. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes.
She starts to form a little bit more and kind of seems enchanted by the voice. And
There's a heavy baritone harmony. It's as if the Longest Johns and the Dreadnoughts are with Tayland right now.
she kind of just stares at you uncomfortably.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I said it in song. Tell us a story from beyond the pale. We beseech thee, O spirit, to inform us of your personage.
Elspeth.
Like, are you getting this down?
I'm taking notes.
I need to focus on the music.
Yeah.
She says the name Elsbeth.
Elspeth?
Fair
Elsbeth.
Elsbeth. I'm assuming that's like an old-timey name that then turned into Elizabeth.
That seems like, yeah, it's like old name, yeah.
Yes. Very good, fair Elsbeth. What brings you to materialize here? I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes.
I watch. I wait. I am his eyes. Who are you?
As the souls of the dead fill the space of my eyes, my boat listed over and tried to capsize. My name is Talon, they call me Wave Singer. I remember the fallen, do they think of me?
Eddard Vale.
No. I certainly hope not.
I mean, not that we know of, but
He waits are you below?
Ask her how to get below.
And how exactly is it that we would get into the depths below?
Cannot show you the way.
When at
Find
last
the book.
the book.
The guardians will show you.
I see. The guardians implying these statues, no doubt.
She seems to be kind of like pulling against something.
When at last before my ghostly shipmates I stand, I shed a small tear for my home upon land. Though their eyes speak of depths filled with struggle and strife, their smiles below say I don't owe them my life. Trying to bring her back in.
You see, as she kind of like she's like reaching out for you, in this kind of moment where she just like she seems to be kind of sucked back by something and just disappears.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, huh? She
Dinar.
acts his eyes. That's
Well, the next time Dinar says that my music is so loud it could wake the dead, tell him it's wrong. He's very incorrect because I'm pretty sure I just put her to sleep.
Dinar, is your ritual complete roughly around this point?
Yeah,
Your magical senses kick in, and you have to kind of blink a couple times as there's a lot
It's a lot.
there's a lot of magic.
Lots of glowing.
The runes on the floor, there's a combination of abjuration and conjuration. So warding spells with, a little bit of a kick to them. The water has a element of necromancy to it.
Oh, okay.
From the statues, there is a little bit of illusion magic mixed with transmutation magic, implying that things are not what they seem and things could be changed in there.
True sight.
The water, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Actually, I would say.
All right, let's roll that d20 that gave me a 20 last time. Well, it's a total of 10. I rolled a 2, but it's 10.
You know that, so necromancy, the school of necromancy is both healing and sort of the bad side of things. It covers both. You're unable to determine which side of the scale the enchantment on the water falls into, whether it's like good necromancy or not so good.
All right, let's see. 1 minute for the true sight. All right.
The other option is we just try to, like... All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Pool of water behind us is necromantic in nature. It could be harmful. It could be helpful. There are certain necromancy spells that I know that are helpful, however harmful to me.
So Dinar, just so it's all clear and out in the open.
Yeah.
You just spent 10 minutes to give us basically the same information. Could help
good.
us. Could
might
not be. Yeah, it might be good, might be bad.
Ghost suddenly slaps Talon. Ow!
just want that on the record. Continue.
Anyways, statues are illusion and transmutation. So there's an element of some kind of deceit going on in either of these rooms.
Surely transmutation isn't that weird to find on a statue.
No, but the
illusion is definitely of interest, yeah.
I'm going to guess that if we find the right combination of statue orientation, that it's going to do something to the pool of water based on the graphics that we're seeing on the floor here. I think there's some kind of correspondence between the two. They might change what that pool does.
While you were finding all this out, me and Flick did some incredibly productive social engineering, and we found out some information from our resident ghost, who apparently is watching us on behalf of Vale, by the way. At least we assume so.
Well, it is her grandkid after all. So,
and we're pretty sure he has some kind of command over the undead. So, if it does line up.
Yeah.
But she said that the guardians would show us the way. And we're assuming that the statues are the guardians. So that does check out.
So you're saying that this ghost was trying to help us?
Well, she had a bit of
yoinked.
I will say that she did have a little bit of magical compulsion to do so. In that I enchanted her with my wonderful music.
Yeah, and I think
she's become an instant fan.
I think Serena takes after her great auntie Elsbeth as well. She's a little cagey and a little aloof.
Probably just come to being dead.
I mean,
They're literally aloof.
So what's Serena's excuse then?
Maybe she's dead.
Hadn't considered that.
All right, and that wraps up.
Campaign over. We've solved all the riddles.
Crack the puzzle. Awesome.
All right, so on that side, there's one demon statue flanked by two angels. On the other side, there's one angel flanked by two demons.
Indeed.
I think the first order of business is to see if we can move or turn the statues.
Oh, so hang on.
I mean,
the statues are emitting both
enough
illusion and transmutation.
Yeah, is it that all the statues are emitting the same?
Yep.
It's not that some are illusion, some are... yeah, okay.
All six have traces of both illusion and transmutation magic.
All right, so walk me through this. So, transmutation, that's the school of making stuff into other stuff, right?
Yes, essentially transforming. So you're changing shape, you're changing...
Whoa, Flick,
the creature,
you got so technical, I'm completely lost.
Hey man, I spent a lot of time in that big book, and I've learned things.
Talon.
I've noticed your cranial region getting a little bit bigger.
Every feet.
Talon, the
Here
wizard.
comes the leader.
The wizards are talking. So yes,
All right,
transmutation is
Pardon me, oh great, masterful spellcasters.
that school of magic where you're able to transform things. You're changing shape.
yeah. That's my cousin Scurf. He's got that handled. He can make
Illusion.
crap of anything.
Illusion is what you're actually relatively good at. So
Right,
that's...
so that's the little what's it I do in my hand.
Well, yes, you're able to do minor...
Yeah, condescension, notwithstanding.
It's not insulting, I'm telling... He knows how to do illusion.
Yeah,
Relatively
I really
well.
practiced this one. But apparently this is the penny ante stuff. I understand. And this is sort of the big enchilada here. So is the illusion hiding something about the statues? And if we uncover that, then they will do something that will open a door?
Possibly.
The statues have had reconstructive surgery, and they're using illusions to cover up the scars. I got it.
Or that.
Look, I can take a look. I've only a little bit of power left to do this. For 1 minute, I can take a look. I can go room to room and take a look and tell us. I can use True Sight and figure out what is the illusion.
Well, before you go and blow everything, why don't we just go do like a physical exam and see if there's like bits that aren't there, or like.
That's fair.
Illusions are not tangible, right? We can put our hand through them.
That's true.
Well, I've heard that there are some very, very powerful illusions that are basically real. There's a couple stories about those, a couple songs.
True, but I'm hoping we're not in that pay grade quite yet.
Agreed.
And then that also might be where the transmutation comes in, right? You make a picture of it, and then you transmute it into actually being there. So
in terms of your question about whether we can move or twist the statues, I would say that given enough force and a little bit of torque, I think we can do that.
Well, yes, but
even if they're not normally capable of being moved.
But that's actually what my point, though, is that are they meant to be moved? Are they meant to be
The spellcasters are talking.
Okay, why don't we start with my True Sight, and then once we get a better idea.
Why
don't we start as
We'll start with the physical examination. Yeah.
All right, pick your favorite.
Why don't you go touch the big demon?
Why don't we start on the side that's got 2 angels? That feels a little bit better to me than the side with 2 demons.
What, you think angels will treat you better than demons?
Yes.
Didn't we meet angels? And they were they were kind of dicks.
What were
angels? They were heralds.
When we were in the Nega world?
Another realm.
Yes. Yeah, those angels were dicks.
I mean, anyone who hangs around us long enough eventually turns into a dick, so...
That's not true.
I don't remember them that way, but
well, not us, obviously. It's all them. They're the problem.
So what you're saying is 1 in 5 people is a dick, and because there's 4 of us, we just keep...
It's unfortunate, isn't it?
Anyways. I think Dinar with Flick's help, or Flicks with Dinar's help, we can investigate this top statue.
Okay. And just before you do that, let's take a break. And then we will jump in with you manipulating statues.
Hey!
Who may or may not be the 1 in 5. I guess we'll see.
Definitely gargoyles.
All right, let's take a break. And we will be right back. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Well, you can go somewhere, but just come back.
Yeah.
Don't touch that.
Hey, Elderbrain Collective. If you've been enjoying our live stream D&D campaign and want to support us, there are many ways you can do just that, and we would be super grateful. Seriously, it'd be awesome. First, of course, make sure you're following us on Twitch. Once we get our 50 followers goal, we can make our stream even better with subscriber perks. Then, be sure to follow our Twitter account. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post stream VODs as well as additional content coming soon. Of course, you can listen to audio transcripts of our stream on Podbean if that's your preference. Of course, you'll miss out on our handsome faces, but you get our incredible voices, so it's pretty good. You want to hang out with the collective and chat D&D and, well, everything else? Head over to our Discord server. It's open to anyone who wants to join. Finally, we've just launched our Patreon page, which is the optimum and best way to support us. That's redundant, optimum is best. Each tier gets you additional perks, including exclusive Discord emotes, monthly digital content, behind-the-scenes info and creature stats, and, for the truly faithful, you can even gain power over the PCs in-game, live on stream, and have an impact on what happens next. I think that's pretty awesome. We'd love your support. You can find the links to all of our sites on our link tree. Check out linktr.ee/elderbrain, linktree/elderbrain. We hope to see you joining us soon as a member of the collective. Happy gaming, everyone.
Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way ho the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way ho the sea of souls. Hey ho the sea of souls. Way ho the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls.
Greetings, wary travelers. My name is Mike, and I will be playing the role of Dinar Neurixius, dragonborn wizard on the Sea of Souls. Allow me to get into character and we can learn a little bit more about this pale golden dragon. Being chosen is supposed to be a good thing. Chosen by the gods to serve a purpose. However, it can mean facing a life alone. I was born in our homeland, Drakor, in the east. And though these scales are supposed to be a blessing, I was reviled by so many. I could see their jealousy, could feel their stares. My own people shunned me, and so I left. I still drew stares when I arrived in Stormhaven. It's hard to miss these scales. But the dwarves were far more accepting of me. I learned I could put my magic to good use out on the seas, so I served aboard a ship, adding my arcana to their arsenal. Maybe one day I'll return home. Maybe they will welcome me as Verithan's champion. Or at least, as kin. For now, though, life among the Gungrim is good. I am used to standing out here, used to towering over this good folk. But what they lack in size, they make up for in heart.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I play the goblin Flick Dogslicer, an Eldritch Knight fighter. Once upon a time, there was a goblin named Flick. That's me. He was a good egg, but as a recently emancipated man, he didn't necessarily have the finest grasp on the rules of free society, and often ended up on the wrong side of the law. So anyway, I'm in this back alley, minding my own business, rooting through the trash, when this old guy in a blue dress and a big floppy hat with stars and crap all over it comes out of nowhere screaming, "Oh my god, it's a goblin," and starts shooting fire out of his hands at me. So I shanked him. I didn't mean to kill him per se, but, heat of the moment and all that. Now even I knew how this would play out with the guard, so I'm looking for a quick escape. But this old guy didn't even have the courtesy of carrying a coin purse, just this big stupid book. So, yoink, and I beat feet to the pier and sign aboard the first ship that's looking for crew. Long story short, with enough time and patience, even a bozo like me can figure out a little magic from that big old book. I joined a good crew and enjoy my life as a seafaring mercenary, trying to keep ahead of the law and maybe make a coin or two for myself. The end. By Flick.
Greetings, tale seekers and story watchers. I am Devon, medieval enthusiast and D&D veteran since my 11th birthday when I received the 3rd edition starter set. Led to a bit of a collection. I will be playing the part of Tayland Wavesinger, human bard and mariner, master of the weaponized sea shanty. Oh, it'd be alright if the wind was at our sails. Tayland is a man slowly being consumed by his own faults. He drinks far too much, and has quite a ruthless disposition against those he dislikes. But he still tries to do what's right when he can. As for his goals, well, I'll let him tell you. Oh, me name is Tailend Wavesinger, and I quickly tell to you of a man that I am a-hunting across the ocean blue, with power over the sea and sky. Believe me when I say that when I finally find the bastard, it'll be his last day.
In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alf, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man. Down to a sunless sea.
Torque is a Tortle barbarian, presumed to be the sole survivor of the Loggerhead tribe. Even by Tortle standards, Torque is a taciturn individual, never deigning to use 5 words where 2 will suffice, and as such has been less than forthcoming in sharing his personal history with his compatriots. What is known of Torque is that he was discovered on a remote island by a passing merchant vessel, having apparently been marooned there for some years in the wake of a shipwreck which destroyed the rest of his tribe. It is for this reason that Torque holds a special reverence for Desfuna, goddess of the ocean, whom he believes spared his life in the ocean storm that decimated his kin. Having spent the better part of a decade in near total isolation, Torque is unfamiliar with the ways of the modern world, and his social skills are somewhat lacking. It is perhaps for this reason that he has chosen to align himself with allies who are blessed in the gift of gab, as he continues on his pilgrimage, the destination of which is unknown even to himself. Hi everyone, my name is Jack, and I am not a professional voice actor or performer by any means. However, I do have a serious passion for tabletop RPGs, and I hope that you enjoy this upcoming game as much as we're going to enjoy playing it.
Welcome back.
Hi!
As Dinar and Flick begin to investigate the
Yeah, I was gonna say,
statue.
while they're doing that, can I take a cursory look around and try to figure out if all the statues do actually look identical, or if there are any differences between them?
Certainly. So I will get you to give me a visual perception check.
Aha!
And Dinar and Flick. What are you looking? You're trying to determine.
We're trying to determine by physical touch if, because illusions are not tangible, is what Flick was saying.
So give me an investigation check. You can either both give me one, or one of you can give me one with advantage.
I will give you advantage because my investigation is garbage.
Okay. Mine, I was going to say, I have a +4, but I'm not trained in it, but let's see.
Double my bonus.
All right. Okay, so I rolled a 7 and an 11, so I'll take the 11 +4 for 15.
On cursory inspection, there doesn't seem to be much that you can sort of feel that isn't there. Like what you see is what you feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just on this one, or?
Oh, that would be for that one, yeah.
Okay. This one appears to be what it looks like, so I guess we'll try the other one.
Let's just pause for a moment here. If the illusion isn't concealing something on the statue? Is the illusion part the glow? Is it the
Oh yeah.
right? Like, what else could it be?
So in this room, the two angels are glowing blue and the demon's glowing purple.
Correct. Talon, your 21 perception.
Yeah, with my 21 in perception, yeah.
From what you can tell, the three angelic statues all look identical, and the three demon all look identical to each other.
Okay.
All right, let's check the demon statue as well.
That's fair.
That's
I'll
a demon.
assist.
So we'll investigate the demon statue as well.
Okay.
Angels and demons. That would make a good
Let's go
title.
with that one. So investigation with
saw.
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, 7 and 11 again, so 15.
That also would make a good brand or title or something.
7, 11?
15? Yeah.
15, yeah.
Same. What you see, your hands and your eyes coincide as you investigate the statue. It seems to be lining up.
Sorry, I'm sorry. When you said that, I was immediately like hand binoculars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the statues are what they appear to be. I think Flick
Well
might
done.
be right in that the glowing aura is perhaps a magical thing. It's not that they themselves are actually glowing.
All right.
That's an illusion.
So next step, let's see
Can-
if
Can the glow be an illusion? Because I was under the impression that making illusory light is actually really difficult. So is it actually light or is it?
It is light.
Okay.
And the whole thing is light, giving off that light. It's not like the eyes are giving off that light.
No, it's just kind of ambient. Like, seems to be just coming like ambient glow from each statue. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna again this angel one that I'm next to. I'm going to try and just see if it rotates in place or if there's anything manipulable about it.
Okay. I don't want to play this. Well, I would say you've already given me investigation. What you tell me? What would Flick's approach be?
He's going to put a shoulder into it and just see if it'll budge, like if it rotates.
Okay, so just give me a strength then.
Strength. Oh, my strong suit. Strength check. Bam, 3. Plus 0 for a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, they don't move. Next step, I'm gonna.
Perhaps we should,
They are big and heavy. Maybe we should try to help you.
I mean, if you think that's necessary, but I mean,
Well, we all know you've been going to the gym lately, but it's all about the leverage. You're very tiny; they're very large. You just don't have you don't have the right torque.
Yes, my 50 pounds of weight might not be enough to.
I heard my name again.
Yes, would you like to do some heavy lifting?
Very well.
We just want to see if these can rotate. We're going to start with that.
Hey, Puz. Welcome. All right. Torque will come on in.
Rotimutate.
Let me pull up said Torque. This is still level 9 Torque because he didn't level 10 it, but I don't think his strength changed at all, so. Oh, that's a save. I didn't want that.
Still not very
I
high.
also rolled a 3.
Yeah.
I know, but it's not what I wanted anyways. So I clicked the wrong thing, so there we go.
Much better.
Now a 3-teen. That's much better.
18, so Torque just kind of and the statue actually rocks a little bit.
Ooh.
It rocks.
So wait a
It
minute.
doesn't-
Like it moves a little, yeah.
Anybody got any grease?
No, sir, I used mine all on my tools like you advised. So,
Very good then. Yeah, I'm fresh out myself.
so did it look like it was like meant to move in this way, or was it like just rocking on its base because he's a big guy throwing himself at it?
It looked like, so rather than it being like fixed to the floor, like built into the floor, it's just sitting on the floor, and he managed to actually like get it to move a little bit. So yeah.
So it's not on like any kind of mechanism or anything.
No, it just kind of tipped a little bit. But
All right. I'm gonna throw on my true sight.
Okay, I was gonna say there might honestly be like clues that we're overlooking.
Yeah.
Maybe, like in the runes on the doors or on the center air thing. Like there's potentially something there that we're not looking at.
So Dinar will use his final chaos ability, or his final chaos
Cool.
dice.
roll me that 1d6.
That one.
Fireball on self.
Boom.
3.
Okay. Well, good. True sight. Seeing through the illusion. It's weird. At first, you're like, I think it's really. Wait. The statues, their eyes, which on all of them just seem to be kind of, straight ahead. No real detail to them at all. As you're closest to the demon one you're standing beside, you can look up at it and you realize that its eyes are actually, this one, are actually looking to the left at this statue.
Okay.
So the illusion, you look through the illusion. The illusion is that the eyes are all just looking straight. But as you peer through that illusion, you see that the statue's eyes are actually. So physically, there's nothing different. It's the actual, just the painting or the way that the markings on the eyes is actually looking to the left, which is why you felt nothing different than what you saw.
Okay. Noticing that, then Dinar, again realizing that his true sight is limited in time, he'll go in and check the other statues in this room. Are they? Can you see the eyes, and where are they pointing?
This statue is looking back at the demon.
Is looking back, sorry, at the demon.
At the demon.
Okay.
The third one, where Flick and Torque are, is looking straight down.
Down.
And it's not looking at either. So the other two statues are looking at each other. This top one, this angel, does not appear to be looking at anything.
Okay.
Almost like its eyes are kind of averting its gaze. It's looking down.
All right. Dinar is going to rush over to the other room and inspect the other statues.
The angel is looking to the right and to this demon. And this demon is looking back at the angel. The top demon, same as position as the angel on the other side, is also averting its gaze and looking straight down.
Okay.
Give me a perception with advantage because of your true sight.
Oh, wow. That's a 1 and a 6, so it's a total of 7. So my passive is 11.
Passive 11? Okay. Nothing else really stands out too much, but there's something about the top demon statue and the top angel statue across from each other in either room. They both seem to be just, their gazes are both looking down, whereas the other statues are all looking at one another, sort of.
Okay. before the time runs out, if I still have any, Dinar wants to come over here and take a look in the pool and see if there's anything to be seen there.
Okay. The water itself seems totally normal. What you do see, though, it makes more sense as you kind of walked over it on your way here, but even now as you look down at the pool, you look down at the floor, you can see that there is a line, like a rune that was hidden previously, that seems to be stretching from the pool, and it goes straight down past the fountain and seems to be like going down towards the long corridor, and just almost like a straight line straight down that corridor.
So there's an etching on the floor that goes down to the hallway?
And it's just like your true sight picks up the faintest glow, but it seems like it's not active. Like there's a hidden etching that just goes straight down the hallway.
And as long as I can and you can determine this, Dinar will try to follow it. You can
basically see it go right to this wall and just end. It just stops right at the wall.
What's he doing?
Yeah, you guys see Dinar going like the eyes and the line there, and he just like runs away. Like,
is he doing that like air formula stuff that wizards do when they start going crazy?
I think he'd just get more belts.
As a wizard's midlife crisis, they buy more belts. They just cover themselves in belt. Make a robe out of belts. Go full Final Fantasy.
All right, somebody, Talon, give me some of that chalk.
The ones with or without teeth marks?
It doesn't matter. I just need to write with something.
All right. Here you go.
Dinar's gonna grab the chalk.
It's still kind of wet.
That's fine. He's gonna find an open tile on the floor. 2 tiles side by side, preferably, and he's gonna draw representations of the angels and demons, and he's gonna draw where the eyes are pointing.
Oh, he's gone full cuckoo.
And
Need
then
some red string?
No. To the best of Dinar's recollection. To the best of Dinar's recollection, he's going to take the remaining chalk and he's going to walk down the hallway.
Sorry, just to be clear, are you tracing or are you drawing? So we've already established what your drawing quality is.
For the angels and demon statues, I'm drawing, but I'm just drawing like squares and circles because that's the basis of each of them. And I'm drawing arrows to point where their eyes are pointing.
Okay.
And then to the best of Dinar's recollection, he's going to trace the etching, the faint etching that's going down the hallway. And he's just going to walk down the end of the hall and have it terminate in the end wall, just so that they can see what I've seen.
Okay.
So there is a hidden line that runs all the way down to that end wall. There might be a false door or a false wall there. With regards to the statues, the illusion that Flick and I were trying to sort out, it's their eyeballs. So the 2 statues on this side, like the hallway side, are pointing at each other. The 2 statues on the top side, on the pool side, are looking down. Where they're supposed to look, how we're supposed to make them look, that's gonna take a little bit of work, but that's what I've seen. Thoughts?
You want to move stone eyeballs?
No. I'm just telling you that that's where they're looking. It looks, to you guys, like they're just looking dead ahead, but they're not.
All right, well, at that, Flick is going to scamper up into the arms of this statue and just see if he can actually physically manipulate the eyeballs.
Devin, you're thinking the same thing I am. In the arms of the angel. Remember what I said about like pop culture references, right? We never fail. So you're looking into the angel's eyes?
No, I'm like using my fingers to see if I can like move them.
Okay. No, they do not move. They are solid.
Huh. So we either move the entire statue, or this is not some sort of wacky statue puzzle.
Well.
Oh, wow.
We also know
Wow.
that there is transmutation magic on these statues. Perhaps there is a way to change where the eyes are looking through the transmutation magic that is entranced within the statues.
Good point. I will just double check that this one that's staring at his buddy also has unmovable eyes.
Alternatively, where's that chalk?
It looks like. Oh, sorry.
We'll just draw the eyeballs
That-
on the statues.
Yeah, we could try that.
I'm dead certain that won't do anything.
Well, hang on a second. Let's just take a step back. Let's pretend that we are all devout worshippers of, I'm assuming, sea goddess Desfuna, yes?
We're
Well,
underneath the
is
Umbra
that what we want to
statue.
do? Because like
No. I'm just saying, put yourself in that mind space for a moment here.
Okay.
And you're
Okay.
performing a sacred ritual
So-
to get to the depths of your temple.
I need
What
to
the heck are you
ex-
doing on a regular basis to allow your high priestess to enter the lower levels? It's not going to be something like defacing the statues or tipping them over or crap like that. It's going to be something ritualistic and easy for regular Joes like you and me to do. So what is that?
Probably something extremely pretentious and self-loathing.
Yeah, probably. And involving salt water or pool water. I don't know.
Well, do you think the water has something to do with it? Like we have to douse the statues with water?
Either that, or when we get it right, then the pool drains and that's where the stairs are or something.
That is my guess.
Then what's with the line that Dinar found?
That's
What
where
is
I
with the line that
think
Dinar found?
Maybe we should check that end wall first.
These lines are inscribed upon the floor or grooved along the floor.
There's no physical groove.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
They are
magical.
It's
magical
not like a
runes.
channel to pour water into or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
no.
Yeah.
I think maybe we
Good
should
call,
start at
good
the end of the
call.
hall.
All right, let's go take a look at your thingy thing.
I will remain here for now.
Yes. Keep doing what a worshiper of Desfuna would do.
Mm.
Absolutely nothing.
Steady
should try
like the
that.
tide.
Sometime, Talon.
I don't know. I have a feeling that you're not going to do anything right now. Anyway, I feel incredibly safe. Okay, so it goes directly up to that wall.
How safe do you feel?
Terminates at this wall.
Do we want to
Alright.
just like rap a tap tap on the wall?
I mean, we could go as simple as that. Yeah.
Might as well.
Dinar
Good
will
place to
knock.
start.
Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang.
Give
Tap,
me investigation or perception or whatever else you want to do.
I would
Medi-
do an investigation.
Perform
with
at it? No.
advantage.
I would like to make an animal handling check.
Okay.
Thalen,
We
what is your
cannot tame the
investigation
wolf.
like?
Manipulating Dinar into doing it. That's
Yeah.
animal.
I got a 28 on my perception.
Dang.
Okay. And may I roll investigation with advantage?
You may.
I'm rolling so bad tonight. That's a 1 and a 9. So
You rolled a nat 20 like super
I know.
early on.
That's all I got. So 9 plus 4 for 13 investigation.
Okay. I'm gonna give you advantage because of what Talon is about to uncover with his perception, which
Aha.
precedes your investigating.
Ah,
Ooh.
So Talon, this wall is immaculately constructed. Perfect. too perfect. No stonemasonry, with the exception of perhaps like the most skilled dwarves, especially one that has been down here for so long. No wall would be constructed this perfectly. It's too good.
This is a
Something very
wall to end
think
all
about it.
walls. In fact, one could say it's a wonder wall.
It's gonna be great. Huge wall.
It's beautiful. It's perfect. The Umbra cultist paid for it.
So, Dinar,
Should we knock it down?
with that knowledge, I'll give you advantage on your investigation because now you're like, oh, fake wall, fishy wall.
This is maybe a bad time to be honest, but I actually rolled with advantage.
Or did you?
I rolled a 1 and a 9.
Oh, right,
So-
you did, didn't you?
So
Yeah,
my
that's right,
total is 13 investigation.
Okay. So, as to the secret of this perfect wall, you are not certain, but you're all pretty confident. Like, man, this something too nice about this wall.
Well,
And why this wall? Like, it's way better than what. Wouldn't the walls elsewhere? Why is this wall perfect?
Dinar's just
everybody
gonna try
stand back, I
knocking.
guess. We'll huff and puff and blow this wall down.
Do you require my assistance in this?
No. I can create a burst of thunderous sound that could be heard up to 100 feet away.
Do we need to get 100 feet away?
I wasn't
No,
asking about your singing skills. Asking if you need help breaking things.
I mean, if you would like to run down the hall
Oh,
and ram into this wall.
I want to see Tor Kool-Aid Man this thing so bad.
Okay, Torque. You can do this, but you have to shout, "Oh yeah," as you do it.
No.
And I will use my magic to create a guitar strum as you do so.
My heart is yours. My will is yours.
Oh, here he goes again. We might want to move, guys.
Yep.
Just, yeah.
Get out of the way.
Freight train coming through.
Oh, that was I guess it'd be more like an attack.
I mean, it's more of a movement action, really.
It is, but he's throwing himself into it like a bull rush.
Yeah. You're my wonder wall.
This is more of a. Yeah. Well, you know what? The bonus is exactly the same, so it's relevant. So the 17, Torque like slams into the wall, and the whole place just like shakes a little bit, and you see stone like trying to chip and break off. There is something in behind it.
Does the wall still look immaculate, even though there's stones and stuff coming off of it?
No, it is chipped now. It
does look broken.
Clearly, it's like fake stone.
It was not illusory. It was just made of styrofoam or something. Got it.
There's something in behind it.
What is fake stone made out of?
It's made out of it's like cheap stone, but it's almost looks more like it's like stone shaped as opposed to
It's like stucco.
as opposed
it's
to
like
like being
clay.
like built. It's more like spell formed, right? Like it was like stone shaped or something was used to like make it this perfect unbroken block kind of thing, right?
Hollow.
Yeah, so if stone's chipping away, could Torque and I reasonably just come in and start scratching at the wall and pulling off bricks? Is that the kind of loose that he's made it?
I mean, I have a maul.
All right, go to town.
Yeah, sledgehammer time.
All right. 23. We'll say with enough time, you guys are gonna break away. There
All
is
in
one-
all, he's just knocking bricks with a maul.
Hey, Umbra, leave this place alone. Um, Once the wall breaks down, on the other side there is a perfectly smooth surface. It almost looks like glass,
Ooh.
but as opposed to being transparent, you can see nothing on the other side. It's cloudy, fogged, but it's perfectly smooth.
Freaky. Can we we have light behind us? Is it reflective? Like, can we see like a bit of our reflection, or is it just some kind of weird, like, ooh, strange? I wonder what material this is. Is it magical? Is this like a wall of force or something? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be.
I mean, I'll go up and sort of poke at it a little bit. What does it feel like?
Perfectly solid, perfectly smooth.
it's just like opaque,
Yeah.
smooth substance.
It's like frosted glass.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Huh. How does this figure into our little looky statue puzzle? Or does it?
I don't know. We just don't have any information on what the statues are supposed to be looking at. We could be sitting there for hours trying to move them and redirect them. At the very least, we go down here. Maybe
Does
we
it
can
feel,
find something.
if we knock this glass, does it feel solid on the other side?
It echoes. There's a space on the other side.
Okay.
All
And
right.
this stuff's presumably quite durable, though, because if it withstood a maul, like a giant rusty anchor, even if the stone was...
Dinar's going to pull out the spyglass, and he'll use another charge from it, and he'll use X-ray vision,
Hey.
which will allow me to see through
Ooh.
stone, wood, metal, no thicker than 2 feet, revealing what is on the other side. Spyglass cannot see through lead, mithril, adamantium, and does not grant dark vision or other sense, but I have that now.
So, on the other side of this, you see a hallway with a dim, foggy light. There seems to be a crossroads at the end, a T-junction. There are blue arcing runes along the ground as well.
If we can't pass through this wall, since I can see on the other side, I could dimension door me and one other person over there. We would be split.
See, this is where having a familiar comes in handy, because you can just to the other side with your familiar.
I'm considering.
So you
that.
can familiarize yourself with the terrain.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
Oh!
So wait,
Give myself advantage.
what you guys have isn't a familiar?
Inspiration.
What?
What you guys have isn't familiar? Isn't a
No,
familiar?
No, we have familiars, but so you can conjure a familiar anywhere, provided that you know that it's a place you can conjure the familiar.
They
So you
can't
don't
see
need-
what you're seeing right now, though.
That's
Right.
the thing. That's the thing. Because we can't see, like, you could theoretically summon a familiar on the other side of a door, because you could roughly visualize like what's past the door, but we have no idea.
Right,
Was
and I
past
can't
that thing?
I can't pass the spyglass off to you because I attuned
That's
to it.
right.
Well, as long as you're willing to describe, is it 5 feet away? Is it 10 feet away? We can dismiss and resummon the familiar on the other side. That shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Assuming that works.
The other side.
As an action, while temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. Don't need to be able to see it. We just need to know it's unoccupied. So, if you can describe it to me.
Walk up to the wall, face it directly, and throw your familiar 10 foot in front of you.
All right. You up for this, kid? Little spacewalk. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and poof, 10 feet to the other side.
Oh, I moved it for you, sorry.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh, good. I couldn't get through, so. All right. I'm going to go page vision now. Let's see what we got.
Come on, Willie. We're not about to be outdone by
Is this
paper
Flex
and-
e-reader?
Ah! Got a bird's eye view on the place.
Yeah.
We are on fire
Actually,
tonight.
while Paige is over there, I'm going to invoke one of my new abilities.
Hey.
I'm going to snap my fingers, and you see a new summoned object appear. A large feathered quill.
Yes, your quill. That's right.
All right, stylist, start taking notes. And so it's going to start scribing for me everything I'm going to.
That's neat.
Does it write fancily or does it write like Flick?
It's big crayon.
It is going to write in the same hand that the book is written in.
Ooh,
There you go.
fancy.
Interesting. I'd also like to throw Willie Redtail over there, assuming that you don't need
Tag
dark
team it.
vision to see.
Not to be outdone.
Of course. And I shall get up on top of Torque's shoulders and just have a nice sit while I
2 birds in the hall is worth
lay
one in the knot.
All right. Paige is going to.
Pocket.
Oh, gosh, there's lots to be done back here. All right, Paige, up at the T intersection, I see closed doors here,
Correct.
open door here.
You see a pane of glass similar to the one that you were looking at, but this one is not. Rather than being opaque, it's actually see-through, but it is sort of solid. You can tell that it's got some sort of enchantment to it. You can see through it, but Page kind of like ding, hits it, and it's solid. On the other side, there is a lot of strange things that you've never seen before. Some sort of gear, like contraptions and wheels and pulleys, and there's a massive gaping what's the word I'm looking for? Shaft in the leading straight down in the floor. Just all you see is pitch black beyond that, and off to this side here, you can see there's water kind of coming out through a channel in the floor, just like a constant steady stream going down. You can't hear any of this. You can just see what's on the other side of it.
Yeah, I don't think we can do both of those.
There are runes like encircling the entire floor. The gears look broken, and it looks like there's some chains and ropes, pulleys and stuff as well, most of which are broken. It looks like it's some sort of platform or lift, but the platform is missing. And there's just the hole and the broken gears.
Huh. You know, it strikes me that the further we go, the more questions we have, and the less we're at the same number of answers that we started with.
Now, I'm just thinking back when we came in to the underlevels. Did we ever find anything that would correspond to this? We didn't ever get close enough that we'd be considered like under the town, did we?
No.
Interesting. Well,
Either of you seeing any levers on the wall? Oh wait, you guys can't hear me when you're looking through your familiar, can you?
Nope. We are zoned out.
All right.
You do see on the doors, so the doors that you saw that were closed, there is a rune kind of centered on the two of them. And it appears to be some sort of eye symbol.
I will
actually,
be sketching that.
Either one of you can give me either one of you go ahead and give me an Arcana check, since you're both spellcasters.
I'm good at Arcana now, kinda. Hey, how's a 24 work for you?
And
Sorry.
I've done trained.
Can you now see?
yes,
Okay. I just got that there. Okay.
I could Misty Step in there.
You recognize this as the symbol for the Arcane School of Illusion.
Right now, I'll try to pass through the door. It's an illusion, obviously.
You hit the door.
That one will sound of crunching paper. Actually, just to the door. I need to do more Foley work on this.
That's suspicious.
All right. Okay, back towards this area. Is there any obvious
What about this way?
switches or levers or anything to like open to let
That
the
you
rest
can
of us
see,
in?
no.
That sucks.
Right.
I mean, we all have.
over here.
Over here, that's where he was looking before, where he's looking through and seeing the open shaft.
Yeah, but we haven't really had a good look in there.
You can't get in there.
No, I know, but we haven't like properly pressed our faces up against the view.
Sorry, I need to give. Does your familiar have night vision?
Mine does not. It should, and it also should not.
Right, that's correct. His is an owl, so yeah, okay.
Right, no, it's based off a raven.
Yeah. Okay. What would you like to do?
I don't think there's anything else they can do back there.
Yeah, we need hands.
I mean, I'm
So-
running low on juice.
Okay, so
Touching hands.
so theoretically, I could Misty Step through there using the sight of Willie. Like,
Yep.
slut. I
Likewise.
mean, that's pushing it. Like,
You get stuck there.
I mean, I would be. I think that would be my last spell slot. So I'm not keen on doing that.
Not today, anyway. I mean, you don't build a thing like this and not make a freaking door that someone can use, right? We just need to figure out how to get this thing open.
Unless it's intended to be accessed with Misty Step and familiars, in which case.
Yeah. Well, no, hang on. Again, we're talking, we've seen signs of transmutation and illusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the angles those are the angles we should be pursuing, I think. Like, okay, like play along with me for a second. I'm going to minor illusion a door into this wall. And then I'm going to open my minor illusion door. Can I pass through the wall?
I really like that idea, though.
Not a
That's
bad
going in
idea.
the old DM bank.
The part of like rule of cool in me is like, that would be awesome, but not
That is not how the defeat was taken. It's all good.
Like I almost want to be like, go for it, but like it can't for this one. No. That is a really cool idea.
If you guys will give me 10 minutes, I have an idea. If this is a magical wall...
It'll take you 10 minutes to think of the idea.
Well, no. If this is a magical wall, this
Wall.
yeah, the glass,
The wonder wall.
diffused glass. If it's magical, I might be able to dispel it. I can only do it once, but that would get us into the T-junction at least.
And sure, do we believe that it is worth pursuing this, or should we? Like, we were hoping to get a clue on what to do with the statues. As far as I'm concerned, we haven't been given a reason to make any kind of assumption there.
Yeah, we know.
For all
I
we
think
know,
we
the statues lead us into this area.
I was gonna say like that. If we figure out the statue puzzle, maybe the transmutation is the wall goes away.
Yeah. That's true.
I say we all go next door into the barrel room and have a good long thinking party.
Yes, thinking, right? Thinking.
Yes.
That's
an interesting way to pronounce DR.
That is the consonant blend you're using, right? Thinking.
Yeah.
Was that Scandinavian
This
or like
is-
what?
We're gonna do some thinking.
All right.
That's why they
Paige
call it a
appears-
think tank, right?
And reappears on my shoulder
Point.
or in my lap or whatever, on my hand, next to the book.
Checkers. Yes, here you go.
But
Wait, what? Why is the Willie up there?
I don't know. I just saw that.
But yes, Silas has dutifully copied down the rune of illusion that we saw on the door, as well as a diagram of the shaft and the mechanisms and everything. Sort of a rough sketch of what we saw in there, just so that we have something to discuss.
Are you saying Silas or Stylus?
Stylus.
I was like, it's like Silas the Stylist. I was like, that'd be awesome, but
Yeah.
Stylus. Styling. Cool. What's the plan?
These runes in front of the doors, like, have we confirmed that they were just traps and that's all they were?
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
There's no significance to them.
Those are aftermarket work.
Okay. I mean, we can start experimenting. We've got water. We've got.
Yeah, I wish we had just some. Like, is there not like a holy book or some ritual? Like,
Could we make a religion check to try and determine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Craig's been waiting an hour for us to say that.
Kaylin, you may do so with advantage given
Excellent.
your religious upbringing.
10.
Unfortunately, it ain't gonna help you much.
Torque, what
In this
say
circumstance.
you on this, you weird acolyte zealot person, you?
Yeah. Torque might be a good call for that.
I've not been schooled in proper religious ceremonies, but
Oh, that's
perhaps
clever.
my connection to Desfuna will give me something.
Yes, your connection. Why don't you look deep inside yourself?
Mm.
Search your indigestion.
Gods always seem to favor piety in their followers,
The penitent men will pass.
humility to avert your eyes.
I mean, I tried moving the eyes on the other statues and it didn't do anything.
Not
So,
the
wait.
statue's eyes.
So, yeah, we haven't tried matching what the statues are doing.
How do you mean? 3 of us stand in front of them and look where they're looking?
Well,
Have you tried standing where the statue is and following their gaze?
But their gaze is only visible if
Like
you can
looking
see
through the
through
floor?
illusion.
Well, yeah, but
Okay, hang on.
We've written down
So-
what they were.
So Torque just said, if we follow the statue's example, so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to look at the floor and try and pass through the wall.
Well, there were two. Yeah, you bang you
You just
And then
Yeah,
the top of
your
my head,
noggin.
it's like,
Yeah.
son of a.
you. So wait, their statues were. Some of the statues were looking down. Could we draw on the map?
Yep.
Which statues were looking down?
the
So-
upper ones.
North ones. So these ones
Yeah.
are looking down, and the other two are looking at each other.
Yeah. My beautiful map.
Okay. So the top ones are both looking down, but the other two are looking at each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, again, is it ceremonial? To like, if one of us stands up here and looks down, and the other two stand next to those statues and look at each other, does something happen?
Let's try it.
Well, the fact that there's two rooms, I like either we would require a large congregation for something like that, and both rooms would be simultaneous, or you do it room by room. But that seems weird to me.
I don't know.
Why don't we try with
If
the
we need to
easiest?
go collect some extra bodies. I'm sure there's other people around. We can recruit for some quick looking.
Talon,
need
stand
you-
by the angel and look at me.
I need you to stare. I need to stare lovingly into your eyes.
Analysis paralysis, I think, is catching you guys a bit here.
I would agree.
All right.
Find value in humility.
So you're all are you all what are you
Copying
doing?
our
Position
statues.
now?
We're copying what the statues are doing.
Okay.
You know, Denara, I never noticed quite how radiant your eyes are.
So the two of you
Like
looking at
two
each
burning
other
suns.
just kind of feels awkward. Nothing really happens. Flick, where are you standing? Beside, in front of, on, in?
Where I am, so beside it.
Okay. You look down. Nothing happens.
Sort of, you know,
Give me an
Walking
insight check. though.
perimeter.
Insight check.
Insight. Aye, aye, aye.
Inside.
Bam! There's a 6 for you.
Stupid floor. Do you see we're doing perimeter? Like, are you going like walking
Yeah,
along?
I'll
Like,
sort of shuffle my feet and I'll walk around the thing as I'm looking at the floor.
okay. As you pass directly in front of the statue, looking down, Dinar and Tailend,
Yar.
you hear like a weird kind of shifting, and all three of you kind of look up now, and you can see the eyes. So the two statues that were looking at each other, their eyes become visible, and their heads actually move, and their eyes go and look towards the floor.
Yeah, we need them to stop looking. We need them to.
So that
be
all
able to-
three statues are now looking at the floor. The etching on the ground here lightens up a little bit more and flows outward towards the fountain.
Like
I was
whatever you
actually-
just did, go do it in the other room.
I was actually wondering if we should like try to rotate the statues looking at each other to make it so they aren't doing that.
Already on it, boss. Tick, 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 tick,
Picturing a
tick.
Fifth Element scene right now. I was just looking down and I said, "We're all going to die."
Flick, you repeat the process.
Yep.
We Pete.
The other two statues lower their eyes, lower their gaze. etching in the floor, lights up, travels out to the fountain.
Sweet.
The line from the fountain illuminates, reaches the font of water. And as the floor lights up, that line, Dinar, that you had seen now becomes visible. And although water doesn't seem to physically like channel through it, there seems to be a flow of water, almost like in mist form, that starts to drain out of the font. Not fully, but slightly. And the water just kind of rockets down the hallway following this line. And as it reaches the opaque glass at the far end, you watch as this glass, almost like aquarium style, starts to fill up, and you can see the water inside the glass rising and filling. And as the glass becomes completely full of water, there's a weird transformation effect where it almost looks now like that it's a waterfall. That's just a constant sheet of water just falling. And you can see through it to the passage on the other side.
All right, well, that's 2 hours of not getting back. All right, let's go.
Ed, a Dinar.
Yeah.
You ever get the feeling that you're not as smart as you think you are?
You pass through the water and you come on the other side.
I will dutifully shake Paige out. It's like, yeah, don't want you getting
You don't
damp.
get wet.
Oh.
It's kind of a weird, like, you pass through and it's like,
Ooh.
Okay.
Illusory water.
Illusory. Magic water. That's my mojo.
How about this barrier here? Is it also
these no, but if I can get it. These doors have now opened. Revealing beyond a chapel of sorts, there are 8 statues.
more statues? Jeez.
An arcane circle on the ground. An altar with a book.
Hey, we were looking for a book earlier, weren't we? Wasn't that something about the ghost told us something about a book?
Yeah. That's what you were saying.
Yeah. Fleck, you're the book guy.
All right. What's the book say?
Quite literally now, actually. Well, hold on. These statues, anything stick out about them?
They each have a plaque on the base, in brass with seems to be names etched on them.
Are they good names? Is it like Ben Dover?
No, it's like Chuck Vale and Edward Vale and.
Would you like to read the names?
Or Mel, he cast the wrong spell.
I mean, we probably should read the names.
Yeah, I think we should read
reading
the
a
names.
potentially dangerous book.
The names on each of the pillars. Fastus Vale. Eddard Vale. Elspeth Vale.
Yeah, I know that one.
Fastus the Second.
Huh.
Dantheg. Arya. Gertrude. And Silas.
The stylus?
That's why I was like, you think Silas?
And all of them say that first name, Vale? Or did those last four only say a first name?
Nope, they're all Vale.
Okay.
All right, what's the deal with the book here? What do we got?
The title on the book says Lessons from the Void.
Sounds like a nice bit of light reading.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the text on it kind of does that weird shimmering, kind of shifty, like you can't quite lock your eyes on it. It seems to kind of shift and change. And
It's that headache text.
Ah, man. Thought they got rid of marquee font. All right, let's do this.
like as you step forward to the book, even before you touch it, you hear a strong voice say, "No, not you."
Strong voice. Why not?
You are not the one to open the way.
Oh, well, that sounds totally ominous. Oh, sorry, this was Insights to the Void. What was the void? Something voidy?
Lessons from the Void.
Lessons from the Void. Well, one lesson I learned from the Void is you should avoid the Void.
Avoid.
Yes. Book is currently closed, I'm assuming, since I'm reading off the cover.
No, it is open.
It is open.
Yeah, that there's like a thing underneath it that says the title.
Oh, there's a plaque.
Yeah.
Two thoughts. Torque. Give the book a try.
Or we, flip off spooky voices and just,
Very well.
Do all of us hear the no, not you, by the way, or is it just Flick that hears that?
Just Flick.
Oh.
Very well. If there was ever a chosen one among us, I believe I bear witness to this. I shall use my chosen eyes to gaze upon the chosen text. I do know how to read, you know.
Are you stepping forward? Caleb?
Yes. Do your worst, book.
Yes. It is you.
Aha.
Really?
Will you embrace the void?
It's a rather metaphysical question, isn't it? I mean, can you really embrace something that is essentially non-existent?
Yes or no? Do not waste my time.
Hey, Talon, are you getting the spooky voice action going on?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes, the book talks.
Who's in favor of just smashing this thing up into a million pieces right now?
Definitely not.
I would not do that if I were you.
Oh man, I really want to make a book and egg omelet right now. Like just deal with the dragon egg, deal with the spooky book, and just be done with this crap.
Talon, what is the book saying?
Talent Wave Singer, will you embrace the void?
What would be the consequences?
Truth.
All right. Last chance here, Talon. If you have to ask, what will be the consequences? Know the answer already. It's one of those rhetorical questions, right? And now I'm stepping away. Enjoy your book.
You seek truth, Talon. You seek answers. You will have them.
though they may not be what you think.
In a way, I had embraced a void a long time ago in the search of truth.
That is why you are the one. Sort of.
Sort of.
Alright, honestly, I grow tired of all this back and forth. Just pick up the damn book. You actually like the voice actually says that. You can hear like a frustration.
I was gonna say when the voice was going all about I do not have time for. I was like, oh, he's about to be disappointed. Well, I still can't read it. I assume the pages are the letters are still being all weird wibbly bibbly.
Yeah.
Well, the only power I ever truly was able to gain was through reading.
Or booze.
No, that's
That's more the void.
that's something else. That's what fills the void.
That's a void, not the void. Got it.
Oh, jeez.
Why are you talking about power? What is the book saying to you?
All the wrong stuff, D.
I mean, it's a book. It wants me to read it. That's what books were designed to do.
Yeah, but why the talk of power? What is it trying to get you to do? What's the promise?
Yeah.
I think with Talon's hesitation, Dinar's going to step forward and take a look at the book.
I'll let you do that first then.
Okay.
No. Go away. This is not for you, Dragonborn.
Why not?
Because I said so.
And who are you?
Currently, I am the one who decides your fate from this point forward. Should you choose to anger me any further, back, away, and let Talon come forward.
So few spell slots left. I'm so tempted to just Misty step onto there and just start kicking. But
So
I think at the mention of Talon and saying, like the book urging Talon to walk forward, Dinar's going to look over his shoulder at Talon. This thing seems real pissed. You're not considering reading this thing, are you?
It's been talking to me.
And it's talking to me right now.
So you can understand why it seems really annoyed.
Yes, actually, that's a good point.
So I've been mulling this over in my head as a player, and honestly, I think it's a 50-50 shot as to whether or not Talon would take the book.
Okay.
Because he has reasons to do it. He's also not as drunk as he would normally be. It hasn't really given him any true, yes, absolutely. It's been kind of vague.
Okay.
So I'd say
it's vague booking. Is that what you're saying?
So yeah. So there's three ways to look that I think he's looking at it, and this is all building up to a point. The first part is he definitely wants whatever power it can give him. He wants it. He definitely wants it. Two is that there is that little voice of caution that says that there's always a cost and a price and all this stuff and all that
That's
stuff.
my voice, by the way.
There's also a part of him that doesn't necessarily care about that. And the third aspect of it is this could all be some elaborate trick, and it could actually be all lying to him 100% of the way. So if I were to make this up to a roll, let's say like a wisdom save or something.
Would you like to make an insight check?
Sure.
Part of you just to determine
Let's
how choiceful you think it's being? Sure. Okay.
Let's do that. Let's start.
Okay.
With 19.
Okay. It doesn't seem like a trick. There's like an anticipatory feel, like an anxiousness, but not out of like a ha, gotcha, and more like a okay, come on, like let's get this over with.
That's just everyone who talks to me, though. Come on, hurry up. Let's get this over with.
But it does seem to be, for some reason, it's specifically targeting you.
You know, Flick, you're not really one to be talking about not picking up strange things that offer all to awesome power.
I mean, I worked real hard with this thing. I'm viewing my book as sort of a penance more than anything else.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the book. It's that shield strap to your back.
Oh, well, see, that was shiny.
Yeah, and Torque's got his shiny thing. Dinar's got his eyes, and you've got your ears and stuff. I don't have anything to, you know. I have things that need to get done, then I need answers and power to do it. And lately, I haven't been finding what I've been needing. I've yet to find any harm that comes from reading a book.
You've not been reading the right books then, man.
I've been reading books that were given to me by a church. What do you want from me?
Fair. Hey, if you're willing to go into this eyes open, just be equally aware that the three of us are more than happy to put you down if you go all squirrely on us.
I would expect nothing less.
Then by all means, have your spooky book with the creepy voices, because everyone needs a voice in their head, apparently.
Yeah. One.
A new voice.
Just a voice. Yep. Yeah.
What, am I the only one who isn't friggin' crazy?
Yes.
No.
I mean, that's debatable.
All right. I'm I don't know, let's do this, Craig. I'll either do a wisdom save or a coin flip, or I honestly can't decide. So I'm gonna have to leave it up to a die, otherwise we're gonna be sitting here all night. What would you prefer me to do? Because I don't mind doing a wisdom save. I don't mind leaving it up to an even and odd thing. Because I can honestly see this going either way and it being perfectly in character.
Okay. Then if it's an either or, I'd say as opposed to a save, then it'd be a toss of a dice kind of thing.
Okay.
So, like D20, 1 to 10, you don't. 1 to 10, you don't. 11, 20, you do.
And then in that split second when I'm rolling, it'll tell me in my head exactly which one I actually do want to do. I will say this. As a player, I really want to take that book. Because I just want to see what happens. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to think in Talon's mind, and I just, if he was drunk, it'd be easy. But somebody took that away from me. So now I have to make an actual informed decision.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you debating any of this out loud? Back and forth, because you're talking to Flick and stuff. Is any of this being spoken?
Some of the actual conversational stuff, I would say so. The intermulling over is more so a mental thing. That's more so above table, just for clarity of understanding, and also so that I'm not just standing here very quiet.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to figure this out.
Walking us through your thought process. I mean,
Yeah.
So you rolled a 13.
Yes.
Which means you do.
Yes, I'm going to take the book.
Talon, you step forward and you reach out. Pick the book up. It's a lot lighter than you expect, almost weightless, as if it was void. It's kind of fitting. You don't hear anything for a second. Great, awesome. I just wanted to see if you would do that. That book is yours to keep. It'll come in handy later. A lot of history in there for you. We have much to talk about. Talon, son of Vale.
Oh God.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Oh,
this
come on.
episode. Because it is 11 o'clock. That's a
God
perfect
damn it.
cliffhanger.
Talon, son of Vale. Now we know why he has daddy issues. It's a bloody veil.
That damn family.
Craig, you're
Wow.
a bastard.
Ugh.
And I love you.
Remember what you did with my character's parents?
Yes, I know what I
Remember?
did with your
That's
character's
not why I'm
parents.
doing this, but still. Well, I guess we will find out what else is to be revealed next time. And we will pick it up from there, see what other secrets await the party and Talon's history and connection to the Vales. Tune in next time. For Sea of Souls. Thank you everybody so much for watching, hanging out with us, and come join our Discord, hang out with us, come chat, and stay tuned for clips that we're going to upload. And if you have clips, if you're watching and you're like, hey, this is cool, please share those clips with us and put them out there as well, because we'd love to see what you like. That lets us know the parts that you find funny, so let us know. But we will catch you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you there. Bye.